Are you or your clients struggling with anemia and considering iron supplements to fix it? Hold on, let's take a deep dive into the holistic root causes of anemia to better understand why iron supplements might not be the best solution to jump right into without asking more questions. Iron is a critical nutrient that is required for life, so much so that we store most of our iron and have limited physiological ways of eliminating it. Despite iron's benefits, it can also be damaging to the body. Iron needs to be adequately regulated in your body to be available for use and avoid occurring as harmful. If iron supplementation is taken without proper regulation, it might lead to intracellular iron overload, which can cause chronic ailments such as arthritis, cancer, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and many others. Today, we're going to explore what anemia really is, what could be causing your iron issues, how to properly assess, and a better way to support yourself or your clients. I'm Sarah Korzeniewski, also known as the Organic Dietitian, registered dietitian, functional health practitioner, and transformational coach, and you're watching the Wellness Code Academy channel. So what exactly is anemia? True anemia is a disorder where there is a lower than normal red blood cell count and insufficient hemoglobin levels. This condition affects approximately 25% of the population, or 1.6 billion people. Symptoms of anemia can include things like fatigue, weakness, pale or yellowish skin, irregular heartbeats, shortness of breath, dizziness, lightheadedness, chest pain, cold hands and feet, headaches, and so much more. At first, anemia may be so mild that you don't even notice it, but symptoms can worsen as anemia worsens. Many of my own clients come to me with a diagnosis of anemia. They tell me that their doctor found low ferritin on blood work and recommended iron supplements. But here are the common stories that I hear. Clients start taking iron and they might start to feel better, and even ferritin levels in the blood can go up. However, as soon as they stop taking iron, the issues return. Or two, the lab levels don't budge at all, and then the practitioner recommends increasing iron supplements even further, and then the client often starts to feel worse. So before jumping into trying to resolve iron issues, here is what we want you to consider. It is important to understand the potential effects of taking iron supplements on gut health. Iron supplementation has been associated with exacerbating gut-related diseases, as well as contributing to the growth of pathogenic bacteria and dysbiosis. Scientific research has shown that microorganisms thrive on iron, with some describing it as like candy to microbes. This implies that any type of infection, be it fungal, viral, or bacterial, is likely to be aggravated by increased iron availability. But on the flip side, your body may be decreasing iron on purpose in an effort to not feed these pathogens. Taking iron supplements could be linked to nourishing harmful gut microbes. Speaking of gut health, low stomach acid may be hindering your ability to absorb iron from your diet, even if you're consuming quality iron sources. That's because low stomach acid can prevent proper digestion and breakdown of the foods that we eat, making it difficult for our body to absorb the iron that you need. It's a fascinating insight into how our digestive system works, and a reminder that even the best diets may not be effective in our bodies if we aren't properly equipped to process and utilize the nutrients that we consume. Copper imbalances are more common than you think and often a big factor with iron issues. This problem actually prevents iron from attaching to hemoglobin, and taking an iron supplement will just add to the already existing iron issue. Bioavailable copper is required for iron conversion from the ferric to the ferrous form and back again to ultimately produce hemoglobin. If you have adequate copper, it will help you recycle iron in the body. That's why you only need around 1 milligram of iron per day by mouth, which is easily recycled as long as minerals like copper and others are sufficient in the body. It's fascinating how our bodies work. While iron does not tend to accumulate in the hair, properly assessing a hair tissue mineral analysis test can provide great insight into nutrient imbalances and toxic metals that can be preventing iron balance. A skilled and knowledgeable practitioner can help you take a whole body approach to combat this imbalance. Speaking of toxic metals, ones such as mercury, lead, and aluminum can wreak havoc on your body by interfering with iron utilization. These toxic metals can be absorbed by our bodies when we're lacking certain minerals, and this can actually prevent proper mineral utilization, including iron. Vegan or vegetarian diets can also be problematic in the long term, as the foods in these diets aren't the most absorbable forms of iron and can even contribute to copper toxicity or biounavailability due to their high copper content. If that's not enough, heavy periods can exacerbate the problem by increasing blood loss and therefore iron loss. While it might be important to replace large losses of iron, it's even more important to address the possible hormonal imbalances, physical or mental issues that may be contributing to heavy periods in the first place. The last point to consider is what is known as anemia of chronic disease or anemia of chronic infection or inflammation. Whatever you want to call it. Essentially, anything that can impact the immune system, such as autoimmunity, cancer, viral infections, bacterial infections, and more, can stimulate the liver to lower a hormone called hepcidin, which blocks the ability to absorb more iron. It does this as a protection mechanism, as iron can further exacerbate these issues. The body doesn't do anything for no reason. When it comes to testing for anemia, many rely solely on serum ferritin. Shockingly, this marker may not be looking at the whole picture. Depending on what the root cause of iron issues are, will require different approaches. Therefore, it is critical to look deeper, including looking at transferrin or TIBC, as these are not influenced by inflammation and better reflect intracellular iron levels. The liver makes more transferrin when iron drops. However, even these blood tests may not detect iron overload or the root causes. Thus, blindly supplementing iron before asking why iron might be low may worsen the condition. Instead, working with a knowledgeable practitioner to identify the root causes by focusing on things like nutrition, lifestyle, gut health, stress, nervous system regulation, and mineral balance through an HTMA test. In summary, even if cases of what appears to be iron deficiency, the body might actually want iron to be low to protect it from other things, or it might be present in more toxic forms but just not being utilized properly. In these cases, taking iron supplements might actually overturn what the body wants and needs, ultimately making things worse in the long run and not supporting your overall health or problems. So what I want you to know is that anemia is a complex disorder, and iron supplementation is often not always the answer. Taking iron supplements without understanding the root causes of your anemia may actually do more harm than good or not fix the issue, in part because nutrients don't work in isolation, so singling out one nutrient can negatively impact others. So let's work on properly investigating and testing the root causes of anemia or low ferritin, rather than just jumping straight to supplements. If this intrigues you and you'd like to learn more about mineral balancing and becoming a master at using a hair tissue mineral analysis test with yourself or clients via a truly holistic root cause mind body spirit approach system, then our practitioner certification called Holistic HTMA Pro is for you. This training will teach the interpretation and implementation of the HTMA test through the lens of psychoneuroimmunology and neural rewiring, which will be a blend of a deep dive into both the physiology and psychology implications of mineral imbalances, and how to help clients navigate them and become their own best self-healers. We're offering a 12-week live beta immersion of this course that will start September 2023, that will be priced at a fraction of the cost when we release the official pre-recorded version at a later date. If you'd like in on this beta run, reserve your spot by jumping on our VIP waitlist using the link below this video. And if you're watching this video at a time after we release the official version, you can learn more and enroll by visiting our website with links below. Lastly, if you found value in this video and you'd like to see more from us, be sure to like this video, comment, and subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button below and clicking the bell next to it so that you get notified each time a new video is released. Until next time.